Hello and welcome to Waking Up with Depeche Mode. My name is Ray Luna and I teach little piano tutorials here on YouTube and Twitch. And then I broadcast live to Facebook for my family and friends. And what we are looking at here is a first look. I have never played this song before. This is Now This Is Fun is the title of the song. And it's from the 1982 album. Look at it here. I'm going to look it up right here. I'll show you. Okay, it was actually a B-side. It turns out it was a B-side from the See You album in 1982. Now This Is Fun. Now this is in the key over here of F sharp minor. That's what we're set to. We're set to the relative major, which is A major. And I am taking a look at this. Let me go to my little spot here. His name is ECIRUAMEKARD 4440. 2 days ago, he asked me, now this is fun, may I request a tutorial? And I said, hey, good morning, let's take a look at it. So I'm taking a first look. So first of all, I always look up the key signature, right? So we go to Depeche Mode Live Wiki for that. Then I'm going to go over to Chordify, which is a site that I like to use. Now, they're calling it in C sharp minor, and here's where I usually play along. Now, I cannot let this play live here, so let me make sure it's not going to go to the stream. But I usually play along with the chords, and then I try to find, like, the lyrics and the chord sheets, what they call, like, lead sheets, to see if I can walk through the chord changes. Unfortunately, there aren't really any of those, any lead sheets out there for this song, so we're going to have to kind of work through that part. But let me go ahead and show you. Let's get back to our lesson scene here. Let's go ahead and walk through a little bit of it. Let me see what I've got. So what I was showing you there was a little bit of the intro. Let me bring this back up. So here, let me just kind of show you the chords here. We're starting with a C sharp minor. Let's see, I'm going to try to follow along with you. I want to make sure it's right here. C sharp minor. So it's kind of like this. It goes like this. Let's see. I have to remember how to do it now. It goes. 2, 3, 4. Then to E. But you stay in the C sharp. Okay, but the harmony part changes to E. There. Okay, so I know it sounds weird, but it goes. Back to C sharp. Then it goes down to A. Then back to C sharp. Then to F sharp. And the best I could sound that out this morning, I'm learning this morning. It's an F sharp minor. Okay? And that's that weird little hook that's in the song. Now, this song is called Now This Is Fun. It's from the 1982 album. Well, I guess it was a B-side to See You, so it would be on the Broken Frame album. Okay, this is Depeche Mode. So, okay, so that is kind of how it starts. So your chord changes, though, are C sharp minor, dun da 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 dum, right? Bum bum ba da da dum to E, bum ba da 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 dum, bum bum ba da 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 dum, back to C sharp minor, bum bum ba da 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 dum, bum bum ba da 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 dum, then A. Bum ba da 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 dum, bum bum ba da 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 dum, back to C, bum ba da 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 dum, bum bum ba da 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 dum to F sharp minor. Okay, so that is kind of how the intro goes. That's what I learned this morning. I'm going to slow it down for you in a minute. I'm just kind of like working through it myself. Like I said, I've only been playing it for about maybe, I don't know, 20 and 30 minutes or so. So let's go ahead and walk through that part. So now you got your main verse. Let me get the lyrics up real quick so I don't screw these lyrics up. I have not sung this song in years. But when I saw the requests come in. Oh, by the way, I have a family member. I don't want to get into details, but I have a very dear family member in the hospital right now. I'm going to go visit them today. And just keep my family in your thoughts and prayers. Okay, so anyway, so I'm a little distracted. But here we go. So this one kind of like snapped me out of it. All right, so here, let's see if it's on E. I believe it's on E. The verse starts, here speaks the voice of reason. It's to C sharp minor. Talking to me loud and clearly and obviously. There's something to say. Back to C sharp. Okay, that was the only part I needed to work out was the verse. So here speaks the voice of reason. It's to E, talking to me loud and clearly and obviously A. There's something to say. Okay, so let me go ahead and walk it through that. Now that we kind of have the verse down, I'm sort of like learning this as we go too. Okay, and I never really do that live, but let's check this out. Okay, so we're going to start with the C sharp. That riff goes like this. I'm going to play it in octaves. And you walk down like this. Okay? It's really fast though, okay? So then you're going to keep that up, but you're going to change to E. But you're still playing this. Then down to A. Then the F sharp. I'm gonna play like this. Until I can figure out what it is exactly, okay? So that's gonna get you through to the intro. Now, here's the bass line that I can figure out so far. Okay, the bass line goes like this. You start walking down like this. Let me show you. It goes. This is not the bass line, by the way. I'm so sorry. I mean the next part of the intro. To C sharp. Now to A. Back to C sharp. Then you go to your F sharp minor again. Then back to C sharp. And I'll show you that bass line next, okay? That is the trickiest part to play. Okay, so here you're going from E. We're just gonna kind of bounce it for now because the bass line is really okay, so we're gonna walk through that, but in the right hand, that's what you would be playing in the left hand in the song. You'd be playing that, and then you'd be going like this, descending, right? So you'd be going while you're walking down in the right hand. Okay, you follow me? So we're just gonna walk it like this. Then on the E, you're gonna change to the C sharp minor. Then go to A. And start over again on the right hand. So from B. Oh, my bad. Back to C sharp. Okay, but like I said, in the left hand, though, you're playing the bass line that I'm about to teach you, okay? So that's where the song goes next after that little intro, okay? So one more time. So let's follow it along. A in the left hand. Like I said, I'll have to figure that F sharp minor part better. I'm not sure that's exactly what they're playing, but that's kind of where I stopped. Okay, so I learned all of this morning. Okay, so that kind of gets you through the intro of the song, right? It goes. Right, then you go to right? But you're really playing the funky bass line that I'm about to teach you. Okay, so starting on that E, okay, we're going to do this. It goes. And by the way, that is what's actually being played during the verses. That same chord progression and the bass line. So that bass line is basically continued throughout the entire song. Let me go ahead and walk you through it. You're starting with E octaves. And you're just playing through the chord here. Right? But you're just playing off of this part. You're hitting the octaves first. Right? Something like that, right? Let me show you that finger work there. Okay. Then go to the C sharp. Now you're doing these notes here. Okay, so it's still the same. C. It's a C sharp minor now. You're doing the same pattern in a different set of keys here. Okay, so you're going from E. Right, you're going third, fifth to the octave. So fifth, third, fifth, third, fifth. Same pattern. That one took me a while to get, and then down to A. And guess what? Right, so you're just playing off of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 3, 5 to the octave. Right, and then like I said, then you follow that with the verse. So you'd be playing, here comes the voice of reason just talking to me loud and clearly, and obviously something to say. Right, so something like that. Now, obviously, this is going to need a lot of work. But I thought it would be a nice sneak peek to go ahead and answer that request. Sometimes I'm a little afraid of taking requests like too soon because I don't want to hack the song to pieces too bad. But for those of you who are programming most of that in Logic or something, those are the parts and pieces. So you got the bass lines, you got the intro. Program it in there, sequence it up, get it in time and everything, and then you can play, just play along with the right hand. But that's all I've got so far for Now This Is Fun. That is from the 1982 album Speak and Spell. Apparently, it was the B side of See You, and I'm gonna have to learn some more songs from that. But let's go ahead and actually, as a matter of fact, I will play a song from that. We're gonna go ahead and go to this one. Let's see here. I'm gonna change screens. How about this one? Let's see if you can see me typing. I doubt it. And The Rainfall. Since we're looking at Sun and the Rainfall. The Sun and the Rainfall. Here we go. Sun and the Rainfall. Let's take a look at the key signature is G major. So we're going to change our software to G. Bada bing. And we're going to take a look at that one. Now, this is also from the 1982 album Broken Frame. One of my favorites. If I said Speak and Spell earlier, I am so sorry. But yeah, I love Broken Frame. It's a great album. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. We're going to start with an E minor. Ooh, and why am I off? I forgot to transpose the keyboard. Oh my God, you guys. I hope that wasn't throwing you off this whole time. Probably was. Well, we'll do a little bit. I'll work on Now This Is Fun, and we'll do it again tomorrow. Sorry, you guys. I forgot to transpose my keyboard. Now it's lined up. Okay, so here we go. I think you guys get the point, though. You can still see what notes I'm playing. Okay, so, but I will redo it. I'll redo it again maybe tomorrow at the end of the show. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to start with a E minor. Then we're going to go to G major. Then we're going to go to an inverted A minor to C major. Okay, so your chords are E minor, G major, A minor to C major. E minor's in root. G is going to get inverted. Okay, it's still G major, just changing the order. That's first inversion. I'm playing second inversion, right? You got to learn how to jump to them, right? Practice that. Then you got an A minor. It's also inverted. I'm playing it there. First inversion of A minor. That's your root position, right? Then that makes it easy to go to C major in root. Okay, so someone will call, something will fall and smash on the floor without reading the text. Know what comes next. I've seen it before and it's painful. Things must change, right? And we'll go to the chorus next, okay? So those are the chords for the for your verses and for the intro. I haven't showed you the intro yet, but pretty good, right? It's a beautiful song. Someone will call, right? Something will fall and smash on the floor, right? So get used to this chord progression because you're gonna play the same chord progression at the second half of the chorus. Okay, so you got to know it. And you play the same chord progression on the intro. Little intro melody. Okay, so let me show you the bass line now. Okay, so I wish it was that easy, but it's not. You got to get that pattern down. Starting with the high octave. You're going to play E octaves here. And you're going to go through the chord progression. G, A minor to C. Right? The same thing we just learned. Okay, so that is how you actually play it, right? So when you play the verses, you're just gonna hit chords in the right hand and then hit that little bass line. Like that. Right? Bum, 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 bum. You hit this one twice, like it goes. See, and you only hit that guy one time. Like, you don't hit him together. Like. Then you go up to G. A to C. Repeat. So then I would practice singing it maybe with just the left hand. Someone will call, something will fall and smash on the floor without reading the text. Know what comes next. I've seen it before and it's painful. Stay in C right there. Things must change. We must rearrange them. Right, we'll get to the chorus next. And then practice, once you got the singing down with just the left hand, then practice adding the right hand chords, right? Someone will call, something will fall and smash on the floor without reading the text. Know what comes next. I've seen it before is painful. Things must change. Right? Okay, so try it that way. Like kind of practice like that. So those are your main chords. Let's get to the chorus now. Now the chorus is fun because you don't necessarily play chords the whole time. You play half of the G chord. You're going to play the top half here. Then you're going to go up to B. You're going to go like this. Then B by itself. Then back to G. And you're going to play the lower part of the chord. See, you're splitting it. Okay, so things must change. Oh, actually, you don't change there. Sorry. Things must change. Except for the chord. We must rearrange them. Then down to E. Or we'll have to estrange them. Now, on that one, I go up to this C. I made a mistake right there. Okay, so let me show you those chords. It goes, things must change. Then B by itself. We must rearrange them. E by itself. Or we'll have to estrange them. This time it's C first, then A minor. Okay, so let's do it again. Things must change. We must rearrange them. Or we'll have to estrange them. Okay, and then we go back to that familiar chord progression I told you about. All that I'm saying, the game's not worth playing over and over again. Okay? So let's do the chorus. Right, and that is your chorus without the lyrics. Let's do it one time with them. Things must change. We must rearrange them. Or we'll have to estrange them. All that I'm saying, the game's not worth playing over and over again. I'm showing you how to go through the chords here and the melody in the right hand. This is your little, kind of an intro, right? But it's also played in between verses. Okay, so once you get that down and you know where the chords change, right, that's a lot of notes there. Then you change. Okay, now you gotta get this funkiness going. Right? I'm going to try to slow it down as best I can. The hardest part is this first walk, but it's not so bad if you really listen closely. Right? So I have not played this slow in so long. Let me make sure I'm doing it right. I'm trying to do this real slow for y'all. Ooh, that note's by itself. Then you go, there it is. Whenever I'm doing rough, kind of tough, hey, how are you? Shout out to you too. Have a wonderful day, Patrick. How are you? Doing a little sun in the rainfall, and I did a little bit of Now This Is Fun. I did that for the first time. I've never played it before. But I didn't have my keyboard transposed, so I'm going to have to redo it again tomorrow. But it was pretty rough, but it was actually pretty good. I think you might want to look at it. It's fun. It's kind of tricky. Right? Anyway. Okay, so let's get back to this. So what you want to do, like I was saying, is that whenever I'm doing syncopated rhythms that are kind of tough, I try to find landmark notes that line up together, right? So that way I know, like, hey, okay, by the time I get to this, like to the G, I need to be here, right? Kind of thing, like where do the notes line up? So I try to see if any of them line up while I'm listening closely. I can see if any two notes line up. And you know, in YouTube, you can go to the settings and slow videos down. So I do that a lot. I'll listen to like Depeche Mode. I'll go to like Black Celebration album. I'm working on Here Is the House and just having a heck of a time with this one part, this bass run. And I'm trying to sound the notes out, but there's so much going on, I can barely hear it. And I look for that. I look for people who've done like their own covers of it, and maybe they figured out the bass line and they have it in their, you know, as on their timeline, and I can see it and hear it. As long as I can hear it, I can usually sound it out on a keyboard though. But anyway, so that's what this is about. I try to line up notes. So here we go. We know it starts on the same note here. And that is probably the best that I can do besides reaching into your brain and programming it to get to show you. But that is how I would break it down. Try to find landmark notes that line up together. Right? So I'm doing it wrong, obviously. Then you stay in C. Like that. Right? Then your chorus. I always get this part wrong. It's not an easy one. That when you get to the, I will admit, but you can do it. You can, once you get the rest of it sounded out, just practice this, you know, the verse. Then you can start working on the complicated. Ah. Right? And that's pretty much everything you need to play the song. Then you just go through the verses, like I said, verse 2. You're the one I like best. You retain my interest. You're the only one. If it wasn't for you, don't know what I'd do. Unpredictable like the sun and the rainfall. Things must change. We must rearrange them, or we'll have to estrange them. All that I'm saying, the game's not worth playing over and over again. Things must change. Something like that. Dramatic ending, right? Okay, let's go ahead and move forward. I didn't know what songs to play today. I got so caught up on trying to play Now This Is Fun. That happens sometimes, though. Usually I try to plan out what I'm going to play, but let's go ahead and pick one. Let's pick a good one. I mean, they're all good. I love Depeche Mode. You know when I heard this morning? I heard a little bit of... it was on the Memento Mori album. It's called, I think it's Before We Drown. That's a simple one. But it's beautiful, though. Let me take a look at that one. Let me see if I can find it right here. And then we're going to do a little Set Me Free, Remotivate Me. How's that sound? From 1984, B-side of Master and Servant. But where is Before We Drown? Here it is. This song, I like the Memento Mori album. I really do. There's some good songs on there. Wagging Tongue. I like Wagging Tongue, too. Right, that's a good one, Wagging Tongue. But we're going to take a look at Before We Drown. Let's go to, where is Depeche Mode Live Wiki? Depeche Mode Live Wiki. Boom. I like to check my key signatures there now. I've been doing it for a little while now. Okay, so Before We Drown. So this is from the 2023 album Memento Mori. And on February 2024, it became the sixth release from the album. So it's from the album. Here we go. We are in the key and Marta Salogni, she was selected to do the sound for the M documentary. So that was really neat to see. Where is Before We Drown's key signature? Ooh, it doesn't have a key signature here. Okay, weird. It's not written in here. I am so sorry, you guys. Okay, well, let's just look it up real quick. Before We Drown, Depeche Mode key signature. And then I usually try to go to a site that I trust. So I'll go to Chordify. And let me see what they analyze the song at. Before We Drown, they're putting in the key of G. I think we're already in G. Let me make sure of that. I think so. Okay, yeah, we're in G. So let's go ahead and take a look at Before We Drown. I do have the chords in front of me. Here we go. I don't want to sign in right now. Okay, so here we go. What do we got here? F minor to G minor. And we got a G major. Let me see what Patrick said. I'm sorry, I gotta move this out of the way. Caroline's Monkey, yeah, right? Obviously, she's what, like a heroin addict or something? That has to be a Dave song. Dave always writes about drug addiction and redemption, which I don't mind. I mean, hey, man. Dude, that guy came back to life. He died and came back. But yeah, Caroline's Monkey, obviously, it must be probably a heroin reference or some sort of, drug reference. Well, isn't Before We Drown? Oh, no, wait. I was thinking of, what's the other one? What's the one where I'm lying on the floor? Oh my gosh. It's Speak to Me. That one I've done on the channel before. Maybe we'll do that one. We'll take a look at some Memento Mori here. We got G. Yeah, Caroline's Monkey is a trippy song, but I do like it though. I've been thinking, let's go to a B flat. I could come back home. Okay, maybe we're working down. Let's see. I'm trying to get the progression here. I don't want to go there. I want to kind of go up, so. Okay, here's how we're going to do it. I've been thinking I could come back home. How's that sound? How would that be? You and I alone, all alone. I've got a feeling that you're not on my side. There's a distance between you and I, right? Then we get some strings on it or something, right, Patrick? I'm just playing through chords, obviously. For any musicians on the channel here know that I'm just hacking away at chords. It sounds real impressive, but I'm not doing anything that's really fantastic right now. Anyway, well, I'm just walking through the chords. Okay, so B flat. I love this song, though. First we stand up. Yeah, let's go here, so. First we stand up. Oh, God, I love F minor. And then we fall down. Have to move forward before we drown. We drown. I'm all over the place, but we drown. I guess I just want to, spice it up. Sometimes it's just, sometimes you just got to play chords. Thank you. I love the chord progression too. And I know I'm not going to go on a limb and say that it's not an unfamiliar progression, but man, the way Depeche Mode just does it. And of course, I'm just playing chords. When you listen to the sound effects going on in that song, that all the, oh, Patrick, we should work on this one, man. Maybe you can, if you haven't yet, maybe we can take this one on together. I'll learn some of those little those little, you know what I'm talking about. You're like me. You're analyzing all the little notes, and I love it. I thought I was the only one out. So that wanted to get them all right, every note, But anyway, okay. I love it. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get through it. I'm sorry. I know I'm hacking it away and talking, but let's go to this nice chord progression here. Let me find that B flat that I want. I almost want to take it down to root or even here. But then where will I go with the D minor? So it's first we stand up. It's a little too close together, but it's getting there. Then we fall down to C minor. Okay? So it's B flat. The progression is B flat. First we stand up. And then we fall down. I guess that's good. We have to move forward. And then with the words moving forward. And then we're moving forward. I guess it works, right? Right before we drown. Then it kind of settles back. It kind of swings up to back. Patrick will know what I'm talking about. There's a mood to music, yeah? Emotion. We have to move forward before we drown. Then it gets real serious. We drown. So I don't know if I want to go there. It gets dark. Drown. Right on the word drown. It's very dramatic. Drown. Ooh, that's beautiful. How about this one? No. No, not that one. Right? We drown. Right? Then you get to the, right? Isn't that cool? God, I love playing the piano. I feel so naked, standing on the shore. Are you sure? There's nothing out there, nothing else, no more, no more. First we stand up, then we fall down. We have to move forward before we drown, we drown. Ooh, we drown. Right? How's that on G? Right? What a great song. I love that song. Okay. So that's kind of a good look at it. That's basically how you perform it. And it's really, for me, until I get all those sound effects down, I'm going to have to listen to it close. But it's got some really cool licks in there. And I'm going to have to listen closer to it. But there's a good walkthrough. If you want to play an acoustic version, let's say you're live somewhere and you have a chance to play some Depeche Mode. I like being able to jump on a piano. Now, tomorrow, obviously, is my episode 101 for the year, 101 episodes. Sorry, let me pull up the chat here. I got what it is, I have my screen. I'll show you. So if you look on the side, it's covering the chat, so I got to scooch it. And it's funny because I have screens surrounding me all around. I need to just run a cable and be able to drag this guy into that scene. But anyway, okay. Let me see. It says, great idea. The song is dark and solemn, yet not without hope. True. I think I could move Ghosts Again for that. It's a great song. I have a few other we want to play, which is yeah, right. I mean, it's a great break song. Like every Depeche Mode concert, they're smart. They give you a break because otherwise you'd be dancing and dying, and then you got to go. You know what I mean? So they always give you it's a nice break song. It's like you say, it's solemn but not without hope. But if you're gonna do Ghosts Again, though. I love that song. Not messing it up. Anyway, okay, I can see I get so lost. I get so distracted all the time. But let's go ahead and take a look. What was I going to take a look at now? I said I was going to take a look at we're going to take a look at Remotivate Me. But yeah. No, I mean definitely. And there's no rush. I have a laundry list of songs to do. So we're finished Ghosts Again because like I said, I appreciate you running me through the sequence on Ghost Again. I can't wait to hear your cover, like the cover of that one. And good on you for recording it and having multiple camera angles. You know what I mean? There's like 6 cameras in this place. If you look on my main break screen, there's like a camera over there at the very top. You see my arm? Yay, over there. There's another camera on little Donkey Kong Jr. there. My little Donkey Kong game, right? There's all kinds of cameras. They're just webcams, though. I didn't want to go crazy. I'm not, a rich man over here. Okay. Just little webcams that I picked up at I go thrifting a lot. I love going to thrift stores and I find a lot of cool little gadgets and I figure out how to plug them into my live stream. Like anything from like digital photo, like digital photo frames to whatever. I try to see if I can plug it in, hot patch it into my stream. I have all these like HDMI converters ready to go. And so I whenever I find little cool electronic devices, I try to see. I found a little mini TV from the 80s. and it works. I actually got it to work. And so I was watching like Dukes of Hazzard or something on it. I forget how I got it to work though. Oh no, it was I had it plugged into a DVD. I ran a DVD player into it. Somehow it had a port. Anyway, I am a nerd. I nerd out on all kinds of stuff. And one thing I like to nerd out on is music and Depeche Mode and going thrifting and stuff like that. It's one of my favorites. But let's go ahead and take a look at Remotivate Me. This is Set Me Free. This is taken from the B-side of Master and Servant. And let me just get the key signature here. Set Me Free. But yeah, Before We Drown is a beautiful song. There's so many I'm working on right now. I still got to do that correction on Home. Well, I have a family member in the hospital, so I've been going to the hospital. It's been kind of rough. Let's see here. Set Me Free. Boop. Usually I search these ahead of time. Okay, we got it. Let me get the key signature. F major. Boom. Let's go to F quickly so I don't bore you guys. All right, let's make sure I'm showing everything, and here we go. Right? I know. I have too many songs to do too. I know. Isn't it? I know. Isn't it fun? Here's your bass line. C, B flat, F minor, I believe it's F minor, to A flats. Okay? So you're going to be running through those chords in octaves. A lot of 80s songs had octaves, but I love it. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, let me show you this right hand. You're gonna walk up, starting on this actually, the A flat still. Because you start the lick here. C and F are together. To the B flat. F. A flat. Okay, once again. Okay. Okay. So it's kind of a fun one. This one's tricky though. That walk up is tricky because you're still on the A flat. So what I would do is practice probably just hitting the C. And just get familiar where the chords change. Right? I would practice that for a while. And then when you can work up to it, get yourself ready for octaves. Remotivate me, set me burning. Oh, what's that? Ah! I haven't played it in a while. So it's okay. So remotivate me, set me burning after years in deep freeze. Totally screw that part up all the time. My body is yearning for a new lease on life. Add a little spice. You don't do the F on that one. I always forget. Set me free. Remotivate me. Remotivate. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. Okay, so you got the main lick. Now you're gonna go like this. Remotivate me. Then down to the F, and you're gonna, on this F, it's a tough lick. You gotta go, it's like almost like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm actually still screwing it up. Then back to C, okay? So, remotivate me. Okay, if I could get it right, that's what it's supposed to sound like, something like that. Set me burning. Now you're gonna go. You're gonna walk up F, G, back to C. So let me sing it for you and show you how just the left hand goes. Remotivate me. Set me burning after years in deep freeze. Then I guess you could go, my body is yearning for a new lease on life. Add a little spice. Set me free. Remotivate me. Remotivate me. Right? Okay, so for those of you who care, that is how the bass line goes. And then you got to add those little licks in. So what you're doing is when you're climbing up on the Fs, it's so sorry about that part if I keep screwing it up. That part you go to E minor. Okay? It's F, G down to the E minor. So it's for a new lease on life. A by itself to D. Add a little spice. Okay? So it's kind of tough. I'm not going to lie. But once you know the song, if you know what I'm talking about, you'll be like, oh, yeah, that is that part. And then I think there's one part that I forgot to, it goes, da-da-da-da-dum-da-dum, bum, da-da-da-da-dum-da-dum. I need to figure that part out. That's the only part of the song I missed. Anyway, but let's go ahead and keep going. Here we go. Remo. The best way to play it, honestly, and to teach it, is just to keep playing it, right? So remotivate me. Set me burning after years in deep freeze. My body is yearning. Then you jump up an octave to E minor for a new lease on life. Add a little spice. Set me free. Remotivate me. Remotivate. So give me a reason. Scream and shout. Right, so it's Right? So I'm going to walk you through that last part, and then we'll probably call it a day. There's actually a 2-part tutorial. There's actually tutorials for most of this on my channel, and they're all for free, so go check them out. So here we go. Let's do it again. Let's do this last part. So give me a reason to scream and shout. Okay, that's what you're playing. So it's... Give me something to get excited. Oh, sorry. Excited about. Okay, so here we go. Let's sing it. Give me a reason to scream and shout. Give me something to get excited about. Right, back to this. When everything is looking dull, I'm sure it isn't impossible to set me free. Right, that's the part we're doing right there. Okay, so once again. Right, so you're going C down to the, it's an E flat, then B flat to the F, it's the F minor, okay, but it's F minor 7. Okay, like that. All right, so that's how you do it. Then you just gotta hit the octaves. Give me a reason, or don't think I'm impatient, because I'm willing to wait. But something must happen before it gets too late. It could be my imagination. Wasn't there more than this numb sensation? Set me free, motivate me, motivate me. Patrick, on that note, I will thank you. You have a nice day too, and yeah, I'll shoot you an email. Just is it at your? Can I find it on your? If I can find it on your YouTube, I'll shoot you an email. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start getting ready to head over there, so that'll be a good time to cut it. You guys have a blessed and happy day, and thank you so much. Thank you for jumping in the chat, Patrick, and I'm sure I'll send you an email. Maybe we'll work on a little bit of some stuff together. Before we drown would be cool, but I'm really dying to hear your ghosts again, to be honest with you. I want you to finish Ghosts again, because I'm still working on Home and working on a couple other things. I'm also finishing a Question of Time, so that gives me a little time too to kind of finish them. Anyway, you guys have a blessed and happy day. Thank you for the well wishes, and we will see you again tomorrow. You guys have a blessed and happy one. Bye, everybody.